Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a early LEGO Ninjago Summer 2022 set review. Today we are looking at set number 71774. This is Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon. This will be retailing for $139.99 USD or $179.99 Canadian. This set will be available beginning on August the 1st here in North America. However, everyone else will be able to pick this up on June the 1st. And this is an insane dragon. It really is. I think that the price as well, that's a big pill to swallow. And I really love parts of it, and I'm sort of really underwhelmed by others. So anyways, let's go ahead and let's jump into things. So taking a look here at the dragon first, like the size of this, the sheer size is really crazy. However, I found that the posability and strength of it is not the greatest. I mean, just the smallest amount of movements, you'll see, like, just moving this ice dragon head here made that drop down one notch. Like, the whole thing is just, it's very weak, I find. And again, don't get me wrong, it is a beautiful display piece, I think, in terms of, like, just all of the gold that you get in this set, even some of the building techniques. It's really cool. And a four-headed dragon here with all of the different colors looks awesome. But it just, as you move it around, like, it just, I literally have no clue how that just happened. All right, I'm having such a hard time trying to explain what's going on here. If you look, you could see that there is actually a hole on the inside there. So what that allows you to do is when you actually take the gray piece there, as well as the black Technic piece, that actually goes through that. See how there's a little bit there sticking through? But with this one, for whatever reason, it does not actually have a hole on the other side. If you look, it's solid all the way through, which means that when you put the black part in, it doesn't stick all the way through. Which means that, unfortunately, I have to not use that. For whatever reason, this just, it's too loose. It's way too loose. I'm not sure why it is. Like, I don't know if it's the injection hole or what, but this piece just does not work because it was manufactured wrong. All right, let's work our way up to the top. Again, I got to be really careful now that I know that the leg can pop out of the socket at any moment. We have the big samurai blade here being used for the end of the tail. Got a little hat, as well as these other two blade pieces, which is cool. I love that tube and just the angle that gives you. This part of the tail can rotate around, turn. Same here with this little joint, up and down, so you could really give a lot of posability to the tail. Now in the back, again, there's a lot of gold, but I love the use of, like, almost like the car part there. I think like almost like a windscreen, and you've got all these different scales there in the back. I think that the leg itself, even though faulty, is really cool. The other one's just reflected, but I think that the little claws there that they have been using for the dragons, I think that build looks really great. Oops. But I think that works really well, and for the foot, you can actually just sort of rotate around here on a ball joint as well. And now we're going to take a look at the top here where you can actually put Lloyd and have him sitting on this little seat there. And again, like the shape of this, there's a lot of space if you wanted to even put more ninja and different things on some of these studs that are exposed. You could see on the inside there, just sort of the shapes of everything going on. The whole back section can actually be angled and rotated like that. That's really smooth. I think it looks great. I don't know about those studs being exposed and showing, but other than that, really, really awesome. All right, let's take a look here at the front. First of all, the scaling there on the bottom, on the chest, is incredible. I love that. And even on the side, how you've got those arch pieces there, just sort of covering up, like leaving a gap there for the ball joint in the arm. Or I guess it's not a ball joint. I got yelled at calling it that in another video. Anyways, the heads here are really incredible. Let me just pose this up a bit more. But I think that it's cool, the transparent parts, like the lightning one here. And I love the effect there that you've got, like, on the neck as well, how that, like, element is going through the neck in the gold. Again, you can see just by touching it very lightly how things are falling apart. Not falling apart, but just collapsing, because it's a very heavy dragon. Anyways, for the fire one, you could see all of the different fire pieces there going on up. And again, would have been cool, I think, to have this in transparent orange or red, but nonetheless, it's still like the printing on these are incredible. And this one actually has some like horns. Over here on this side, we have the ice one, and I love the transparent blue. Looks great. And again, how it continues on into the neck. It's going to collapse so you could see it better, which is good to see the earth one, which is this mix of black and dark gray, which looking at the head, I don't really get that. I think that should have been like dark brown or something. And orange, I don't know, but still really cool. I will say the worst part about this is just these hinges that are attaching these new dragon heads from last year, or maybe it's the year before, I don't really recall, but yeah, I like the mouths, and you could fit some of the Vengestone warriors inside the mouth if you wanted to as well. The arm looks really good. Again, you've got the same sort of posability here. I think the feet are actually the exact same build on the back leg and the front. I love this blade piece there that you saw on the tail and how that actually like folds in and touches this other part of the arm. I think that's great. There's no joint there. That is a fixed position there, that sort of L shape. But the wings are also really fixed. You can't move them or angle them different ways. But let's go ahead and let's take a look at the wings since they're in the way. All right, so here are the wings, and you could see that it's actually this like really fixed position there. You can't lift it up and down. This is fixed. These Technic pulls go way into the center of the stomach. Really, really cool, that part, but you can't flap them up and down, which I think is a bit of a mistake. Now, proportion-wise, I don't really like the size of the wings in terms of the size of this dragon. Like, they're very small and thin for such a large dragon. Like, it's a heavy thing for sure. Now, there's a play feature where you actually turn this here, and it will actually close the wings. Now, again, I don't really get a feel of, hey, this is it like flapping or anything, but it is really neat. Like, you turn this, and it moves this ring here, and will actually turn these two blades in onto the back one. So it's a cool play feature. Again, on this side here, it is the exact same thing. If I were to do that here, same thing. Like, it's cool. It's just, is that flapping for a dragon? And here is like the throne, and it's really cool looking, honestly. Like, you could see it's got all of the golden weapons, which I really love. I love how the nunchucks there are going in behind. I think that looks great. And what you can do is, again, it's another throne, since there is technically one in the temple, but you take the Crystal King and sit him on there on the throne, and spinning it around, you can see there's some crystals sticking out, and how the shurikens are attached there, and the sword of fire and the scythe of quakes. Really cool little throne. All right, let's keep talking about the Crystal King here. And just spoilers, because you're gonna find out who this is in a second. It will be revealed when I show you the face underneath. So if you want to skip ahead to the next character, I understand there's a chapter if you want to skip past the Crystal King. Anyways, nonetheless, really cool looking minifigure. Honestly, this is some of the figures in these sets just, it doesn't even feel like Lego. It doesn't even, like, it's such a new concept. And again, after 10 years, it's insane they're still doing that. Anyways, he's got 4 arms, of course, to wield, besides these 2 crystal katanas, all 4 of the golden weapons. So you get a better look at all of them here together. You can see on the back, on the regular torso, there's some back printing, but on the extra arms, there is not. Now, here's where the spoiler comes. 3, 2, 1. Underneath, we have the Overlord. So he is back. He is the Vengestone buyer, presumably. And the helmet here can be lifted up. This is actually a brand new piece. Both of them, I believe. I don't know. I've never seen this before, but it's almost a take on an old helmet. Again, it almost feels like, I don't know. Let me know down below, but I know I don't have it in my collection. Anyways, this mask is so cool. Look at the detail there, and it just attaches like any other sort of helmet. But the horns in different sets, they are different heights. But if I were to remove this here, you could see that there is actually some back head printing. I mean, if you didn't put together the color scheme and also the logo here, I think on the back of the head's the same on the torso from the old one. That's also on the chair and the throne and all that. Anyways, and again, you could see it right there. The whole color scheme of this, it's pretty obvious. But just to show you the torso printing there, again, Look at the rib cage. Included in the set is actually 3 out of 12 Vengestone Warriors, and I literally didn't realize this until this review. There's 2 types, and this is the first type. This has 2 transparent pink arms. I believe the legs are the exact same, and you could see that we've got a symbol there that we just talked about, as well as the headpiece. If you haven't seen this yet, it's actually one solid piece, and it sits through there, that gap in the back of the head. This isn't a minifigure, like a head attachment or anything. This is its own molded piece. The blade here, it's a double-sided sort of crystal sword. And included in the set, you do get 2 of those same exact ones. This one has like a sort of staff-like sword crystal build. But then here is the other type of Vengestone Warrior. And it's almost, you could see the chest there. It's like half crystal, half rock. Sorry, Vengestone, I guess. But it looks really cool. Again, transparent arm there. Transparent leg, exact same. And then the double-sided sword. Here is what the back printing looks like. All right, we got to start with Oni Lloyd Garmadon. Looks incredible there. Like, the fact that they have this piece, like, it looks so cool. I love that they brought it back here. I think that's really awesome. And the torso printing and everything looks great. He's using the exact same helmet there from the Crystal King, but it's in gold. And this does not lift up really, and if it does, it sort of pops off the hinge there on the right. You could see it's meant to just be a mask where you can lift it up, and underneath, unfortunately, no gold Lloyd face. It's just a generic one there, which I think is a bit of a shame. But here's what he looks like without the gear on, and on the back there you can see the back torso printing. Here is Zane in this golden outfit. He's got golden armor on top of that regular one that we looked at in the Crystal King Temple. Same with all the rest of the ninja. But it looks cool. You've got the Shurikens of Ice here, which is a brand new piece. And I love the gold and the white wrap. I think that looks so great. Taking all of the gear off, though, you could see his torso printing there. And then on the back, he's got his symbol there as well. Sort of, I think that's what that is there, sort of on an angle. I'm not sure. And here, just sort of rinse and repeat with the designs. You've got some more gold armor on top of that regular one. I think it's cool. You could get a good look here at the Scythe of Quakes. And this is what it looks like on the back with all the gear. And now his back without that again. Yes, so that was the symbol there. You can see, correction, that is the symbol, or the letter R. And that's actually used in some banners. And I believe I talked to some other people. I believe the idea behind it is it's R for resistance. They are resisting the Crystal King. And so yeah, that's what that is there on the wrap. And here is Jay in his little golden suit. You've got the nunchucks of lightning. And yeah, looks cool. I really love the stark contrast between the blue and the gold. You can see his logo there on the back and his smiling expression and his upset expression on the front. Here we have Kai with the Sword of Fire, and I think that this is people's least favorite out of the 4 golden weapons, but regardless, it's really cool. Again, love the torso printing there, how it's on top of the regular outfit. You've got the resistance symbol there on the top. And here's the back. And then this is what his face looks like there, as well as you can barely see, but there you go. There is his symbol there on the back of his torso. Well, there you have it, everyone. That is my review of Lloyd's Golden Ultra Dragon. I think that it is a beautiful looking dragon, minus the wings. I think that's the weakest part, but the 4 heads in gold look really awesome. However, I don't like the wing flapping feature, as well as just the strength of this, and the fact that I got like a faulty piece that didn't have the hole all the way through, I think is a little frustrating as well. But regardless, the figures here that you're getting are insane. Like, you're getting a total of 9 minifigures, which I think is great. The main villains, the main heroes, and especially that Lloyd. So cool. Love to hear your thoughts, though. What do you think of this? Hope you guys did enjoy the video. Hope you all have a great day. We'll see you all in the next one.